Yes, respected youngsters, welcome, salutations, gratitudes, greetings, congratulations, wishes, and prayers. So beautiful it is. Every day we are here together, spending 1 hour, 10 minutes in doing seven things like every day today also. A common sense thought, two today, in fact, followed by it, the Sankalpa, the Sahanavatu, Adbhuta, Vedic chanting we are doing of Taittiriya Brahmanam, invoking grace of entire Veda Rishis and the Lord to bless the entire universe for its dharma and moksha. Also, we are doing our Bhagavad Gita, 17th chapter. Today is a very crucial shloka number 3. We'll study, be there, and catch it. Become subtler, become mature, become sincere, become responsible, committed in gaining this knowledge as it is coming to us as a blessings from the Lord. Be aware to these guidances, blessings, and opportunities. They are the ones which are going to make us. If we don't make use of these things, we only break ourselves and none will come to rescue us. Then we have our Mandukya Upanishad today. Yesterday we have seen Akara Ukara Upasana. Today we'll see the Makara Upasana Amatra also. I think we'll conclude today. Then Taittiriya from tomorrow we may start. Okay, it's a big one. After that, we have Tulsi Ramayana, the third mantra we'll study today, prayer to Sri Hanumanji. Then we'll do the Parayana, if possible, of the first Doha with all Chaupai. Then the beautiful study of Hanumanji's Lanka Yatra, which is Secret of Success, Secrets of Success. So great they are all. So enjoy these days sessions by being fully committed and attentive. First one is the common sense thought. Today, two topics we discuss. Quickly, only a hint is given, an idea is given, a suggestion is given, just to see. First thing is observe your own life. What happened so far? Throughout, whether your age is 15, 20, 30, 40, jo bhi hai. Second is just observe what's happening to the members in your own family, in your own friend circle, in your own relative circle. Then see your neighborhood and generally see the whole world of the beings, human beings. How much dukkha they are going through of various types. The Sharirika dukkhas, the Manokshobha, so many of Bahya Jagat giving dukkhas, thousands of them they are getting. Observe them. Feel how painful that must be. Luckily, some are for short time in few, but many are in for long time in many difficulties. They are suffering, struggling. Go and see in the hospitals how patients are suffering in the ICU wards or in the other wards. Thousands of hospitals. Go and see in the old age homes. Go and see in the orphanages. खाने को भी नहीं रहता कितने दुखी है लोग. Go and see at night times in the railway platforms, bus stand platforms. Thousands of them without shelter, food. You must observe it for a data sake. Keep the data in your mind. Then don't stop at the human beings level. Go to the next other living beings. For example, the pashu, the animals. See how difficult for them even to survive. Only one agenda of the life is survival. But for that survival, how much they struggle, and how many thousands and thousands of animals, because of not getting the food for survival, they are dying every day. See the pathetic condition of them. And among them, many of them kill each other. Among them, many are dying because of so many things of which they don't have the control, like we have. डिसीज से कितने एनिमल्स मर रहे हैं, कौन है उसको ट्रीटमेंट देने वाला, क्या वो खुद ट्रीटमेंट दे सकते हैं एनिमल्स पे, कोई डॉक्टर्स है क्या, डॉक्टर्स में एनिमल्स है लेकिन यू डोंट हैव. सी द डॉग्स ऑन द रोड, सम ऑफ देम पैर टूटा है या नहीं तो चोट लगी है, देन so much of bleeding, maggots eating that body. How pathetic the life of that animal. So many of them. कितने सारे एनिमल कितने तरह के दुख में. So the landslided, 100 people died, we say, but 1,000 animals also died. Who cares them? If floods have happened, a forest, fire, forest fire, thousands and thousands of them die. burning only like charcoal. Many other fire accidents that happen. Even like we have pandemics, they too have. The bird flu, the swine flu, they also die. Look at the animals. Then go to the birds. See their pathetic condition. सर्दी हो गर्मी हो बारिश हो they have to suffer. कहीं पंख कट जाता है, कहीं बिजली के तार में लटक कर मरते हैं. Oh, so many of the things. पतंग उड़ाते तो धागे में मर जाते हैं. How many animals? You just see, isn't it? Now go to the fourth strata of beings called as small, little, insignificant insects like of things. Whether they are mosquitoes, whether they are the flies or they are the chipkali, they are, let us say, the cockroach, millions of pests, how they are killed by human and by other means. मच्छर को तो टपक मार देते. बाकी चींटी आ गया ऐसे, you put that gas, then thousands of them die at one go. Insects, see their life. The cockroach को मार के पकड़ के मार देना. Rats and all poison they कर. How many they die with this fire or the tube light? So too you can see the trees. In how many ways they also die. कोई मनुष्य जाके लाखों ट्री हर दिन काटता है. Isn't it? Natural calamity also kills them. Why I gave you a list of all that is observe them. Then now listen. Why all these details are given is, first of all understand that they all are jivas. They're all living beings. And then why they have gone through such a pathetic conditions, such a miserable death, whether human or animal or plant or birds or insects, only because when they were given a chance and intelligence as a human being, everyone were given, they lived the wretched life of unrighteousness and sin. Adharma and papa jivan jiya. Therefore, all those dukkhas. Our own life also. If you reach 20, how many times you have gone through so many insults, difficulties, etc. Most of them are because of breaking the rules of dharma and doing the adharma or papa. All whatever I told you, your own friends, relatives, people in the world, because कोई भी बिना कारण का नहीं होता. And दुख का कारण because only the adharma and papa. And wherever we are sukhi or anybody else also, that's because of punya. As I gave you the bad example, good also. There are some dogs, करोड़पति के घर में रहते हो, उसको हर दिन 5,000 रुपए का खाना देते, 1.5 लाख पर मंथ. उसने भी पुण्य किया है. The very many animals that taken care. Trees also lovingly brought up. Birds also being brought up, taken care. Punya phal, human maybe. Now the question to all of us is, do you want to suffer that way in future? Think about it. Anna, and I am not explaining you other things like the narakas that are explained in yesterday, 2 days back. We read in Skanda Purana, 55 crores of narakas are there. 55 crore. Panchashattama. Crores of naraka. Bhagavata, Skanda Purana, all Puranas, entire Garuda Purana talks about it. Ki the naraka yatanas, dukkha. Do you want to suffer them? Then continue doing your adharma and papa. If you are sensible, sensitive, dimag hai thoda sa bhi, and decide that no, I don't want to suffer, then from this moment onwards, live only a life of dharma and punya. Even if you cannot do the punya, never mind, don't do papa. And do your dharma and never touch the adharma. And never ever come to these funny justifications. No, if I don't do that adharma and baba, those many riches I cannot have. Never mind, whatever minimum come to you through your dharma, in that learn living. That's better. और इन समन से नो स्वामी जी अधर्म पाप नहीं करूं तो मैं जी भी नहीं सकता हूं. आई कांट बी अलाइव. देन इट इज बेटर टू डाई देन सोइंग द सीड्स of adharma and papa to suffer in future lives. इतना कॉमन सेंस तो बनता है भैया एज ए ह्यूमन बीइंग. नेवर एवर जस्टिफाई. बेटर डाई. These were the values we were taught, in the childhood and 30, 40, 50 years back. मरेंगे लेकिन सर कटा सकते हैं लेकिन अधर्म पाप नहीं करेंगे. You kill us, but we will not do the adharma because killing is only of this life. Other life will be beautiful. But to save ourselves for luxuries, comforts, for bhoga, for money, for power, when I do अधर्म पापा वो इस समय के लिए कुछ ही मिलता होगा बट इस हर एक चीज का हिसाब किताब करना पड़ता है. The Lord gives the for human beings punishments are more because you are supposed to have jnana. There is no excuse. You are given intellect, but nobody told me. Nobody will ask you that question. You are supposed to know from your own experiences that this was the wrong thing I have done. I suffered. Or go and ask. Shastras are there, gurus are there. Ask them कैसे जीने से दुख होता है ये काम मत करो. कैसे जीने से सुख होता है ये काम करो. You cannot justify ignorance कि हम ignorant. कोई सुनता नहीं हमको. भगवान नहीं सुनेंगे. You are मनुष्य. You have to be intelligent. That's all. You have to know. So the essence is at every moment from now, let us be so conscious by all our faculties. Unrighteous adharma is not happening, only dharma. So too, not even a little papa or sin is happening, only punya if possible. Thus save yourselves for future. Otherwise, that cockroach will be me only, which will be killed with a hathoda and all that. I'll be that mosquito which will be hit with that bat and killed. I'll be the dog with all the what do you call the variety of diseases on the body, the skin diseases of the dog, and it goes on. It cannot rub anywhere, and that suffering जाकर दीवार पे रगड़ता है वो मट्टी में होता है वो still it cannot go out of that dukkha. I will be that if I do papa adharma. चाहिए क्या देख लो. And so many other ways the animals, the insects die, you see, no. हम ही हैं वो मरने वाले और कोई नहीं है जीव. दिस ज्ञान अबाउट पाप पुण्य शुड बी गिवन फर्स्ट. धर्माधर्म पाप पुण्य बंध मोक्ष. ये तीन सेट ऑफ नॉलेज पहले हमको बताना है. धर्म अधर्म में अधर्म करो तो महाभयंकर दुख. धर्म नहीं करो तो भी सिन ऑफ ओमिशन. धर्म करना ही पड़ेगा. पाप पुण्य में पुण्य नहीं करो नो प्रॉब्लम. पाप करो बहुत मुश्किल होगा. पुण्य करो तो यूर बी evolving. देन द बंधन कारण संसार में इन्वॉल्व हो जाओ तो लाइफ एंड लाइफ विल बी बॉर्न एंड डाई. तो मोक्ष कारण स्पिरिचुअल साधना यू डू यू इवॉल्व. These things should be deeply taught to us and we should ask and learn. पूछना पड़ेगा हमको दिमाग. हमको है टाइम है एनर्जी कैपेसिटी है but they're all wasted in the nonsense on the name of entertainments and enjoyments. Like a thoughtless bewakoof. We see the same movie, same serial, go to the same place with the same friends, the same third class things we talk, meaningless things, and sit in front of the computer and all. There's no bewakoof more than the modern youth, not only youth, everybody nowadays. Wasting their precious time and life instead of using it for the constructive purposes. Think about it. It is only an alarm, it's a hint, it's an alarming. It's only informing, alerting, not that we are blaming or abusing. This is what we are. Find the diagnose the disease. No, then only you can treat it. One thing is this. Second one is what in life. Four things you have to succeed in everything. One of them we'll be studying today in our class only. At that time I'll tell you. The three other I'll tell. One is Shraddha, second is Bhakti, third is Dhyana, fourth is Yoga. In our language, Shraddha means deep faith leading to deep interest, leading to deep liking. For the good things. For the bad we anyway have, that's why we are not able to leave them. Shraddha means what? Deep feeling, deep liking, therefore interested and involved in it. Shraddha. Faith in it. In the good things. How? On the faith of Shastra, on the faith of somebody who tells us, on the strength of faith. ठीक है, बिना श्रद्धा. Like in your college school, some subjects you study well because श्रद्धा है, दूसरे नहीं, कोई श्रद्धा नहीं. ठीक है, श्रद्धा is your deep feeling for it, liking for it, interest for it, faith in it, about its glory, about its necessity. Then comes bhakti. Bhakti is so simple. Single pointedness is called bhakti. Like if you have the Shraddha, you will come to class. If you have come to class means you have Shraddha for it. Nothing. If you don't have Shraddha to come to class, the God also cannot push you. है श्रद्धा तो भगवान भी तुमको रोक नहीं सकते. आने के बाद भक्ति, your single pointedness. For all that 1 hour 10 minutes we sit here, totally single pointedly attending. Then comes dhyana. Is that state of our life where we have engrossed in doing the thing so much that we are not aware of ourselves. Then comes the yoga, wherein if it is Paramatma the goal, we become one with it. Any other goal, then we will be succeeding in that goal. Yoga means success. Yoga means achievements. If it is Upasana, the yoga is Bhagavan comes and he blesses us with whatever the desire we have for which we have done the Upasana. But that yoga will never come without dhyana. Dhyana can never be without bhakti. Bhakti can never be without shraddha. We in our classes create that positive shraddha in you. For your outer goals, for your spiritual goals, Shraddha in bhoga, not in yoga. Shraddha in kamakrodha, not in the positive things. So much shraddha we have in that, without thinking, questioning, we are involving them and inviting our own destruction. एक दूसरे बात इसको और एक दिन हम और भी एलॉबरेटली बोलेंगे, है ना. आज इतना काफ़ी है. आई कैन एक्सपेंड इट, बट एनीवे द टॉपिक इज कमिंग टुडे इन द क्लास. विल सी एट दैट टाइम. सो 2 thoughts shared with you as common sense thoughts. See all the human, animal, plant, etc. suffering. Know that they are all jivas, and that suffering is an effect caused by the cause of adharma and papa. If you want to suffer like that, then do as many papa and adharma as you can, if possible. नहीं चाहिए तो अवॉइड अधर्म एंड पाप. यू वांट टू बी सुखी, comfortable, then as much dharma and punya as possible keep doing. Simple as that. No difficult at all in that, in understanding. And then whatever the weaknesses that come from within, you have to avoid them. Whatever the wrong influences are there from the people to do adharma and papa, kick them away. That's it. And whoever inspires us in doing punya and dharma, be in their company. Read those books. Remember those great people. And you yourself develop thoughts. A day too should come in my dearest students, you all who are regularly coming, my children, you all. A day should come that you are inspiring yourself from within. The whole purpose of all these classes is to equip you sufficiently with information, knowledge, which you have to make a wisdom and take that as source of your own self-inspiration. And you become cause of source of inspiration to others. तुमको पूरा पता होना है क्या पाना, क्या नहीं पाना, क्या करना, क्या नहीं करना. पक्का, ऑथेंटिकली. Anybody asks you tell, yes, रामायण में, भागवत में, गीता में. Swamiji has taught us, we have studied how the life has to be lived. Full authority. And we have done it too, and we are getting the positive benefits also. You should be an example and inspiration and authority for others. That's my expectation from you. All the struggle is for that. So be regular, listen, learn, practice, master it, be an example to others, be an inspiration to yourself. Okay. ओम परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः. अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्तं ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षसिद्ध्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराण इतिहासोक्त भगवद्भागवत ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं तत्रोक्त साध्य साधनानुसिद्ध्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिक हैन्दव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां ज्ञान भक्ति योगादि मोक्ष प्रक्रियाणां गुरु शिष्य भक्त भगवत परंपरादीनां पुनरुत्थान जागरण समस्त विश्वव्याप्ति द्वारा विश्वध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम अस्मिन् सनातन धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां महानुभावानां गुरूणाम् आचार्याणां श्रेयभिलाषिणां भक्त शिष्य साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासु श्रोतॄणाम् आश्रमाणां संस्थानां पूर्णायुरारोग्यैश्वर्य क्षेमस्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्यादि समस्त शक्ति संपदा सानुकूलता साधना प्राप्ति बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्य नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थम श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम आश्रमाणाम पुण्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालयादीनां भूभागानां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञ साधना सेवादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रूणां शाश्वत रूपेण समूल सर्वेषां निर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च सनातन धर्मस्य पूर्णरूपेण अस्मिन् क्षणे एव सम्प्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्षधर्म पुरुषार्थ प्रतिष्ठा द्वारा विश्व संरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां युवानां संकल्पित सत्कर्म दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भक्ति भगवत भक्ति गुरु भक्ति देवता भक्ति शास्त्र भक्ति सत्संग भक्ति साधना भक्ति सेवा भक्ति माता पितृ भक्ति देश भक्ति धर्म भक्ति सनातन धर्म भक्ति आदीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये शांति मंत्र उच्चारणं तैत्तिरीय ब्राह्मण पारायणं श्रीमद् भगवद गीता सप्तदशोऽध्यायस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं मांडुक्य उपनिषदः श्लोकानां मंत्राणां पारायणम् अध्ययनं तदनन्तरं श्री गोस्वामी तुलसीदास विरचित श्री रामचरितमानस शास्त्रांतर्गत सुंदरकांड अध्ययन द्वारा श्री हनुमतः विजय समस्य रहस्यानां ज्ञानवाप्ति तथोक्त विधिना जीवन विधानेन जन्म साफल्यार्थं समस्त विजयानामवाप्त्यर्थं मोक्ष प्राप्त्यर्थं भारतवर्षार्थं विश्व कल्याणार्थं वयं सर्वे एतेषां सर्वेषां करिष्यामहे। सो संकल्प हो चुका है। आदौ शांति मंत्रोच्चारणम् ओम 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 सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ओम शांतिः शांतिः शांतिः। ओम गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। वंडरफुल फ्रेंड्स, लेट्स डू दी वैदिक चैंटिंग फॉर 6 to 8 minutes। कितना करेंगे आज? यहाँ तक कर ले, हाँ हो जाएगा। ओम अतः श्री 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 वेदमात्रे नमः। अतः श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय तैत्तिरीय ब्राह्मणं पारायणं तृतीयाष्टके एकादश प्रपाठकः। अथ षड्विंशतितममन्त्रात् आरभ्य ॐ अग्ना विष्णु सजोषसा इमा वर्धन्तु वाङ्गिरः द्युम्नैर्वाजेभिरागतं राज्ञी सम्राज्ञी स्वराज्ञी अर्चिशोचेः तपोहरोभाः अग्निः सोमो बृहस्पतिः विश्वे देवा भुवनस्य गोपाः ते सर्वे संगत्य इदं मे प्रावतावचः वयग्गस्यामपतयोरयीणां भूर्भुवस्व स्वाहा संगत्य त्रीणि च अन्नपतेन्नस्य नो देहि अनमीवस्य शुष्मिणः प्रप्रधातारन्तारिषः ऊर्जन्नो देहि द्विपदे चतुष्पदे अग्ने पृथिवीपते सोमवीरुधाम्बते त्वष्टः समिधाम्बते विष्णवाशानाम्बते मित्रसत्यानाम्बते वरुणधर्मणाम्बते मरुतो गणानाम्बतयः रुद्रपशूनाम्बते इन्द्रौजसाम्बते बृहस्पते ब्रह्मणस्पते आरुचारोचे हग्गस्वयं रुचारुरुचे रोचमानः अतीत्यादस्वराभरेह तस्मिन् योनौ प्रजनौ प्रजायेय वयग्गस्यामपतयोरयीणां भूर्भुवस्व स्वाहा वरुणधर्मणां पते स्वस्वाहा सप्तते अग्ने समिदः सप्तजिह्वाः सप्तर्षयः सप्तधाम प्रियाणि सप्तहोत्रा अनुविद्वान् सप्तयोनीरा पृणस्व घृतेन प्राचीदिक अग्निर्देवता अग्निगं सदिशान् देवन् देवतानां मृच्छतो यो मयितस्यै दिशो विदासते दक्षिणादिक इन्द्रो देवता इन्द्रगं सदिशान् देवन् देवतानां मृच्छतु यो मयितस्यै दिशो विदासते प्रतीचीदिक सोमो देवता सोमगं सदिशान् देवन् देवतानां मृच्छतो यो मयितस्यै दिशो विदासते उदीचीदिक मित्रावरुणौ देवता मित्रावरुणौ सदिशान् देवौ देवतानां मृच्छतु यो मयि तस्यै दिशो विदासते ऊर्ध्वादिक बृहस्पतिर्देवता बृहस्पतिगं सदिशान् देवन् देवतानां मृच्छतु यो मयि तस्यै दिशो विदासते इयन्दिक अदितिर्देवता अदितिगं सदिशान् देवीन् देवतानां मृच्छतु यो मयि तस्यै दिशो विदासते पुरुषोऽधिक पुरुषो मे कामान् समर्थयतु अन्धो जागृविः प्राण असावेहि बधिर आक्रन्दयितरमान असावेहि उषसमुषसमशीय अहमसो ज्योतिरशीय अहमसोपोषीय वयग्गस्यामपतयोरयीणां भूर्भुवस्व स्वाहा दक्षिणादिगिन्द्रो देवता मित्रावरुणौ सदिशान् देवौ देवतानां मृच्छतु यो मयि तस्यै दिशो विदास्यत्यर्चयतु न वच यत्ते चित्तं यत्ते चितं यदुचितं ते अग्ने यत ऊनं यदुतेऽतिरिक्तम् आदित्यास्तदङ्गिरसश्चिन्वन्तो विश्वे ते देवाश्चितिमा पूरयन्तु चितश्चासि सञ्चितश्चास्यग्ने एतावागश्चासि भूयागश्चास्यग्ने लोकं पृणच्छिद्रं पृण अतोऽसीद शिवा त्वम् इन्द्राग्नी त्वा बृहस्पतिः अस्मिन् यो नावसीषदन् तया देवतयाङ्गिरस्वध्रुवासीद ता अस्य सूददोहनसः सोमग्गः श्रीणन्ति पृष्णयः जन्मन् देवानां विजः त्रिष्वारोचने दिवः तया देवतयाङ्गिरस्वध्रुवासीद अग्ने देवागम् इहावः जज्ञानो वृक्तबर्हिषे असि होता न ईड्यः अगन्म महामनसाय विष्णो यो दीदाय समिद्धस्वेदुरोणे चित्रभानुरोदसी अन्तर्उर्वी स्वाहुतं विश्वतः प्रत्यञ्चं मेधाकारं विदथस्य प्रसादनौ अग्निगं होतारं परिभूतमं मतिं त्वामर्भस्य हविषः समानमित् त्वामहो वृणतेन रो नान्यत्वत् मनुष्यत्वानि धीमहि मनुष्यत्समिधीमहि अग्ने मनुष्यदङ्गिरः देवान् देवायते यज अग्निर्हि वाजिनं विशे ददाति विश्वचर्षणिः अग्निराये स्वाभुवं सप्रीतो याति वार्यम् इषग्गस्तोतृभ्य अभर पृष्टो दिवि पृष्टो अग्निः पृथिव्यां पृष्टो विश्वा ओषधीरा विवेश वैश्वानरः सहसा पृष्टो अग्निः स नो दिवासरिषः पातु नक्तम् आशीषदन् यविष्टमङ्गिरो नक्तम् ओम शांति 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 ही वंडरफुल बेटा अभी 5 दिन में ये हो जाएगा almost 4 months we were doing every day more than 120 days some other thing let us see but a good practice of Veda mantrocharana for our heart for our personality purification integration and also for the ethereal purification also and all the Veda rishis they get awakened they get invoked they get pleased and they bless us so many benefits अर्थ नहीं बताओ कोई गल नहीं पाठ करो हर दिन some part of Veda mantra, some part of the Upanishad, some part of Geetha, some part of some stotram, some part of Bhagavad Ramayana. Every day 10 minutes तो होना ही चाहिए जिंदगी में. You as youngsters, my dearest children, make a habit. 1 घंटा ये सब, आधा घंटा उपासना and our स्वाध्याय of a beautiful shastra must be there. Then only you invoke all the divine things in you. नहीं तो सारा राक्षसी अंदर व्यक्त होएगा खुद को भी नाश दूसरों को भी नाश ध्यान देना बेटा ठीक है नवो भगवद गीता सो भगवान्स आंसर टू अर्जुना's क्वेश्चन ओके क्वेश्चन अगेन आई रिपीट आंसर भगवान का क्या है हम देखेंगे सो टुडे विल चैंट सेकंड श्लोका ट्वाइस third shloka 4 times. Then first shloka essence, second shloka explanation, third shloka to begin. Tomorrow completely third shloka. इस तरह से हम सिस्टमैटिकली एक एक श्लोक पूरा थीम सुने समझे कोशिश करें ॐ श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीगीता शरणं मम श्रीव्यास शरणं मम श्रीसद्गुरुशरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम शरणं मम शरणं मम ॐ श्रीकृष्णपरब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद्भगवद्गीता अथ सप्तदशोऽध्यायः श्रद्धात्रयविभागयोगः। द्वितीय तृतीयौ श्लोकौ श्रीभगवानुवाच त्रिविधा भवति श्रद्धा देहिनां सा स्वभावजा सात्विकी राजसी चैव तामसी चेति तां शृणु। श्रीभगवानुवाच त्रिविधा भवति श्रद्धा देहिनां सा स्वभावजा सात्विकी राजसी चैव तामसी चेति तां शृणु। नेक्स्ट श्लोक थर्ड वन। श्रीभगवानुवाच श्रीभगवानुवाच सत्त्वानुरूपा सर्वस्य सत्त्वानुरूपा सर्वस्य सत्त्वानुरूपा सर्वस्य सत्त्वानुरूपा सर्वस्य श्रद्धा भवति भारत श्रद्धा भवति भारत श्रद्धा भवति भारत श्रद्धा भवति भारत श्रद्धामयोऽयं पुरुषः श्रद्धामयोऽयं पुरुषः श्रद्धामयोऽयं पुरुषः श्रद्धामयोऽयं पुरुषः यो यच्छ्रद्धः स एव सः 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 यो यच्छ्रद्धः स एव सः। टुगेदर ट्वाइस। श्रीभगवानुवाच सत्त्वानुरूपा सर्वस्य श्रद्धा भवति भारत श्रद्धामयोऽयं पुरुषः यो यच्छ्रद्धः स एव सः। सत्त्वानुरूपा सर्वस्य श्रद्धा भवति भारत श्रद्धामयोऽयं पुरुषः यो यच्छ्रद्धः स एव सः। So, first thing, we are given intellect as human beings. Second thing, therefore, use that intellect to gain the knowledge of the Shastra. Third, live according to that. For if you don't do so, you destroy yourself. Therefore, 5, study Shastra and live life according to it. These are the 2 last shlokas of the earlier chapter. है ना, यह शास्त्र विधिमुत्सृज्य वर्तते कामकारतः न स सिद्धिमवाप्नोति न सुखमवाप्नोति न परां गतिमवाप्नोति। अवाप्नोति means obtains. Na avapnoti never obtains. Siddhi, outer success, sukham, inner peace and happiness, param gatim, the aimed goals, such person will not reach. Who is he? Shastra vidimutruja kamakarataha vartate. Who gives out the technique or the means given by Shastra and behaves as he wants. As we explained to you, every instrument has a manual. It's called Shastra. According to the manual, if you use it, that particular instrument gives you service. If you give up that manual given process of using it, kamakarata vartate, you use it as the way you want, you will destroy because of it. है ना, स्कूटर कार उसका स्पीड लिमिट होता है, उसके टर्निंग्स की स्टीयरिंग होता है, रूल्स रेगुलेशन होते हैं। नहीं करूंगा फॉलो, मैं मेरे मैजी है जैसा भी जैसे करता हूँ, मर जाओगे, हाथ पैर टूटेगा। सो टू बिजली है, बिजली शास्त्र, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, follow the rules, then Bijli blesses you. Otherwise, nasa siddhim na parangatim, you will only be getting shock. Everything is Shastra. If you do the Ullanghana, not only you will not succeed, you will only create calamity to yourself. Dekha? In the same way, the whole human life has to be lived according to Shastra, the manual. Shastras. Then outer siddhi, inner sukha, ultimate paramgati, all 3 are given in Shastras. This is what I am telling you from the day 1. Shastras are for giving us outer success, guiding us how to succeed outside, guiding us how to be inside disciplined, self-controlled, happy, and ultimately spiritual goal. That's what Bhagavan said. Na siddhim, na sukham, na para. Tasmat. His conclusion was Shastram Pramanam te Pramanikaran. The authority is Shastra. Karya Vyavasthita. What to do, what not to do in deciding that. In that Vyavastha. In the Vyavastha, in the establishment of what to do, what not to do, Shastra is your authority. Jnatva Shastra Vidhanoktam, knowing the Shastra Vidhana, Karma Kartumiharasi, you must do what to be done, you should give up what not to be done. Then only you are safe with this 16th chapter as closed. Now Arjuna in the 17th chapter, taking the chance, gets a question or doubt in his mind, is asking. Okay, Shastra Vidhi, knowing it and practicing, it is ultimate, it is agreed. Oh Lord, there's no second opinion about it, no doubt. But per se, for some reason, either no opportunity to study Shastra or studied but forgotten. Such people, they can behave animalistically like Asura of the earlier chapter. But Lord, I am not talking about it. What I am saying is, though I don't know Shastra, yet I have faith in someone and I am listening to him and I am doing good things only. First of all, is it authentic or correct? Second is, what sort of the faith is that? You talk about the Prakriti, the three gunas. Is there any demarcation or division or any categorization of that Shraddha? According to the three gunas, if yes, you tell me so that I can be careful to avoid the tamasic rajasic. I'll always involve in Shraddha. So therefore, as we told you 7-8 months back, if you remember, only two things in life. One, jano. Second, mano. The janna is Shastra ko padkar according to that jina. Manana means Shraddha, which I was talking in the introduction also. Either you know it, it's called Jnanam, or you have faith in the elders and follow, that's called Shraddha. Shraddha, जान कर तो करो या श्रद्धा से श्रद्धा और प्रेम या भक्ति. Mano is also called as prema. Prema, bhakti comes after Shraddha only, I told you. Just to be right. तो जानने का मार्ग, बड़ों का बुजुर्गों का बात, शास्त्रों का मानने का मार्ग. शास्त्रों को जानो या बड़ों को मानो. That's why शास्त्र आचार्य और आचार्य आगम और आगम आचार्य उपदेश से our life should be there. So the Arjuna's question was, ye, whoever they may be, Shastra Vidhi Mutsujya. They gave up Shastra Vidya, not out of arrogance that they know it, still they have neglected. But they didn't know that. That's it. Therefore, they could not follow. Ye Shastra Vidhi Mutsujya. There it was Vartate Kamakarata. No. Shraddhaya Anvitaha Yajante. They are having Shraddha in someone who told them and they are doing that work. That work is Yajna only or any noble work with the Yajna spirit. They are such people. I am also maybe one of them. शास्त्र विधि को नहीं जानते लेकिन श्रद्धया अन्विता यजन्ते. तो full of Shraddha they have and they do that activity with the Yajna Bhavana or Yajna themselves they do. It should be Jnana Yajna or Dravya Yajnas. Tesham, of those people, Nishtha, is that Nishtha correct? Nishtha is involvement in the activity on the strength of the Shraddha with someone. And that activity may establishment with Nishtha is also called as, here what is said, Yajante, Yajna. So, ye Shastra Vidhimutsujya Yajante Shraddhaya Anvita. Tesham Nishtha. Is it Nishtha is there in them? Is it correct? And is that Nishtha, that is Shraddha, Ka, which one? Sattvam, Sattvic, Aho Rajaha, is Rajasic, Tamaha, is it Tamasic? Means, is there any demarcation of these three? Sattvic, Rajasic, Tamasic, Shraddha. तो पहली बात, श्रद्धा चलेगा क्या? दूसरा, वो कौन सा होना चाहिए? द आंसर इज श्रद्धा चलेगा क्या? चाहिए भी, बहुत बहुत चाहिए. Even Shastra Jnanam also when we get it is Shraddha only. Because तुम तो अभी किया ही नहीं तो फल आए ही नहीं, फल आने के बाद ही आपको ज्ञान होता है. Therefore, even the Shastra is Shraddha only. Even the Guru is Shraddha only. शास्त्र से गुरुवाक्य से सत्य बुद्धि अवधारणा सा श्रद्धा कथिता. श्रद्धा ही. Therefore, Arjuna's prashna is clear. I am not disrespecting Shastra. Somehow I didn't study, didn't get the chance, or I forgot. But I am a good, noble person. I believe in someone. I have Shraddha in that person. I have also Shraddha in that person's telling. Exactly, I do. Do it with the Yajna Bhavana. Is it correct? In that Shraddha, how many types are there? ओके, श्रद्धा ठीक है कि नहीं, और कितने तरह के श्रद्धाएं हैं. तो श्रद्धा ठीक है कि नहीं, तो आंसर है ही. You are without Shraddha, you can't live a moment. Yesterday I gave you 100 examples. But the problem is misplaced trust, misplaced faith in the wrong things. You have to have the faith in the right things. Okay, the authority should be right on which you are having Shraddha, and the guidance given by them is also is right. After this two, your attitude should be that it is done with a yajna, and that you have to do with the nishtha, commitment. यज्ञ भावना से, निष्ठा से, हमारे तरफ से, और बंदे पे, बंदा जो कह रहा है उनके ऊपर श्रद्धा, और वो सही बंदा होना चाहिए, सही चीज होना चाहिए. So correct person, on him my Shraddha, and he is teaching the correct thing on that my Shraddha, and the process he is teaching on that my Shraddha, and then from my side I have the yajna bhavana in doing it, means for the sake of everybody's benefit, and while doing it I have full nishtha in that. All these Arjuna puts in front and then says कि बोलिए कि कौन सी तरह के श्रद्धाएं होते हैं. Then now Bhagavan's answer is in the second shloka. Shri Bhagavan Uvach. Shri Bhagavan says, हे अर्जुन, त्रिविधा भवति श्रद्धा. तो श्रद्धा चाहिए करके भगवान ने नहीं कहा, नहीं चाहिए भी नहीं कहा, लेकिन श्रद्धा के बारे में एक्सप्लेन कर रहे हैं. Therefore he says it goes without saying that भगवान accepts, so श्रद्धा चाहिए ही. It helps. As I told you very elaborately, how our Sanatana Dharma is destroyed by other religions, only by destroying our Shraddha in them, that millions of sadhu sannyasi are trying to inculcate that Shraddha back in you, all Hindus, that we are still failing. One side the materialism, other side the conversionism, the emotional crooked cruelness, other side the compulsion, the Islamic terrorists. ये तीनों मिलकर इतना हमारे सनातन धर्म के ऊपर हमारे श्रद्धा को नाश किया, डरा डरा के कि हमको बताना नहीं पड़ रहा, बताने के लिए मुश्किल हो रहा. आई एम सो हैप्पी टू सी yesterday before in Bangladesh, all the Hindus, lakhs of them, taking all the weapons on the road now, roaring like a lions. I was so happy and touched. I said, this is the only way that every Hindu will have to wake up, study his Shastras, understand the glory of Sanatana Dharma, that it redeems or gives moksha to himself in the total. Therefore, standing for that Sanatana Dharma, ready to do any work and any sacrifice. With full of strengths, powers and weapons and tapashakti, jnana shakti. And with all these weapons, etc., we don't harm even an ant also little bit. But if somebody is trying to trouble us, we will not spare them. That Hindu, every youngster should become. Every Hindu. Otherwise, no government can do. Indian government निकम्मा हो, क्या करेगा वो? थोड़ा इधर उधर करो तो ऑपोजिशन इतना शाउट करके हल्ला गुल्ला करके they'll topple the government. Adding to that, this useless constitution against Hindu, anti-Hindu constitution. I know, you all know it. No equality given to us. Only facilities are given to others. नाम तो सेक्युलर भी बोलते हैं, but most suppressed is Sanatan Dharma. And the Murakla who are the aspiration by birth, by blood, they are non-Hindu. And for what reason they have that hatred to Sanatan Dharma in India, I don't know. Only one reason. Nas में blood में वो है उनका. So neither government can do, nor big spiritual samsthas can do effectively, because वो अपने सर्वाइव करे ही ऐसे दम घुटते जीते हैं. Who is left out now? Every Hindu. He should become himself an institution, himself become a strongest source of strength for himself. कोई नहीं कर सकता बाहर से. Don't wait for other, oh Hindu, you become awakened, you become strong, you become custodian. धर्म को हमें खुद को ही खड़ा करना पड़ता है. Like that. It is from within only. We have to do it. So Bhagavan here Therefore, said the Shraddha is required. Just while explaining that, I said how these people have destroyed our Shraddha. Now they are trying to destroy us only. अगर तुम लोग अब सुन रहे हो गीता रामायण 600 दिन से, कितना मजेदार है नॉलेज, कितना इंपॉर्टेंट है. इज देयर एनी कंडीशनिंग एनीवेयर? इज इट नॉट फॉर द होल यूनिवर्सल एवरी बीइंग? मैं बीच में कहता हूँ बिकॉज वी आर सीइंग द वर्ल्ड ए पार्ट, मे बी at this level of my evolution, I may have to contribute this way. Maybe after 10 years, I may not talk anything other than pure tattva. And I want that only. Let others take care of this job. But right now, seeing the situation, seeing my youngsters, because I'm addressing the youngsters are the ones who have to be educated in this youth about Sanatan Dharma and all, because they are the ones who have to live future. That's why in between Kabi Kabi. And no ill feeling, no malice to anybody in the world. The one who talks Advaita Jnana, na, he can never dislike or hate anyone. वो तो ultimate है ही. Yet, at the practical level, please remember, pure spiritual philosophical sadhana is different. In a practical life is different. In the practical level, practical dharma काम करता है. आध्यात्मिक साधना धर्म are different from व्यावहारिक धर्म. व्यावहारिक धर्म में we belong to Hinduism, Sanatana Dharma, we have to protect it because it is glorious. And why should the others destroy it? Whereas they are all born from it only. We remove Hinduism, no other religion can remain in the world. These are all known, therefore we fight for it. But actually, our main job is talk about the pure Upanishads and Brahma Jnana. By the way, अपना श्रद्धा को बरकरार रखो अपने सनातन धर्म के प्रति. That is another way topic. Now coming to Gita, Bhagavan, when he started explaining about Shraddha, that it is of three forms, that means what? He says Shraddha works wonders. Accepted. So Shraddha चाहिए, उसमें निष्ठा चाहिए. Now Bhagavan says Arjun को, हे Arjun, त्रिविधा भवति श्रद्धा. Shraddha is three types, three possibilities of Shraddha. त्रिविधा भवति श्रद्धा. तीन तरह का श्रद्धा होता है. देही नाम, for all the deha having jivas. For all beings, even trees, plants, animals, everyone. But in them, they cannot change at all. Whatever they are given, they have to be like that. Only in human beings, the opportunity is given out of these three types of Shraddha. From good to the bad, from the bad to the worst, one can go. From the worst to the bad, from the bad to the good, one can come to. Oh, freedom human being ko hai. Like the cows cannot change from being vegetarian to non-veg. The tigers cannot change from non-veg to veg. But human being can do both. A pure vegetarian Brahman misguided by the stupid friends, he can become a non-veg. And a very non-vegetarian fellow having his good friends who are talking vegetarian, he can become vegetarian. That Purushartha possibility, an example which clicked to me, I gave you. Possibility is there in human beings to change from good to the worst, worst to the good. Clear? So, Trividha Bhavati Shraddha Dehina. Then, Sat Shraddha Swabhavaja. Swabhavaja. From his own innate vasanas, Swabhava means vasanas. Innate, his own nature, that Shraddha is expressed. So, who is of what Shraddha is based on what? What Swabhava he has got. Then by changing the Shraddha, he can change the Swabhava. That Purushartha Samarthya, the capacity to put effort to change, is given to human being. He can start with small doses. He can increase. Like you can start 1 minute class में आ रहे. You have a choice. उसको बढ़ा के 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes कर सकते. Slowly you can improve. Or you are coming to class 1 hour. Slowly reduce करते करते 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute. अब class आना भी बंद. Both you can do. Good and bad. By that your Shraddha, your inner nature changes. One can become naturally, effortlessly, every day coming to the class wala. The other fellow can say, अब बहुत सुन चुका हूँ बाबा जी को, अब I am not going. है कि नहीं? कुछ भी नहीं सुनने वाला 100% सुनने को हो सकता है, जो रेगुलर सुन रहा है सब छोड़कर जा सकता है. His nature can change because he changed his Shraddha. Okay, Trividha Bhavati Shraddha. Shraddha is of three types. Dehinam for all beings. Let us talk about human beings. So that Shraddha is Swabhavaja. It is from his own swabhava, the nature, the vasanas. And what is that Trividha? Satviki, add the word Shraddha. Rajasi, add the word Shraddha. Tamasi cha. Tamasic is the Shraddha. Iti, these are only three Shraddhas. Tam Shrunu. Now from now onwards till next chapter, half of the portion, I am going to talk to you about these three types of Shraddha, Sattvic, Rasic, Tamasic, elaborately how it influences every individual and his performance, and through that, it even has the power to change the course of the entire universe from bad to good or good to bad. पूरा यूनिवर्स का दिशा बदल सकते हैं, अच्छे से बुरा, बुरे से अच्छा, डिपेंडिंग ऑन श्रद्धा फॉलोड बाय द परफॉर्मेंस बेस्ड ऑन द श्रद्धा. So Trivida Bhavati Shraddha Dehinam Sa Swabhavaja Satviki Rajasi Chaiva Tamasi Cha Iti Tam Shrunu. Now I am going to tell you. Okay. Bhagavan in this third shloka, a greatest of the thought, as I told you, top 20 shlokas of Geetha में ये आएगा, उतना important है वो. I chanted it for you. Today we have chanted it. Meaning we'll spend time tomorrow to see. Okay, यहाँ हम राज रोक देते हैं. सत्वानुरूपा सर्वस्य श्रद्धा भवति भारत श्रद्धामयं पुरुषः यो श्रद्धस एव सः. दैट श्लोक आई हैव टू टॉक टू यू फॉर 2 days. 15-15 10-10 मिनट कल के लिए आप उसको स्पेयर करो बेटा. थैंक यू. शांति शांति शांति. ओम अथ अथर्वण वेदांतर्गत मांडूक्योपनिषद शांति मंत्र. ओम भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः. स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु. ओम शांति शांति शांति. अथ तृतीय खंडः. So we have seen in the Mandukya Upanishad, after Shanti Mantra, Bhadram Karnemihi, what was said is, Om is the Akshara Parabrahma. That Akshara Parabrahma alone is the entire universe of the past and present and future and even beyond Kala. That is discovered in our own self as ourselves. Our self is two parts. One is the familiar, second is the unfamiliar. Familiar has got three parts in it. Unfamiliar, which is to be told, is the fourth one. Fourth is actual substratum. Third, three are superimposed on it. We have to go beyond these three to reach that fourth. That fourth is the Akshara Parabrahma. So, while a Siddhanta no, they have to do the sadhana through Omkara Alambana. Then we were told the Chatushpada Atma, the Atman with four quarters. First is the waking person, is called technically Vishwa or Vaishvana at the totality. A individual may be total, may be Rehta. Then second personality in us, second pada is Taijasa, total means called Hiranyagarbha. Third is called Prajna, the deep sleep person is called Ishvara at the total level. Then the Turiya, the fourth one is there, who cannot be defined in any of the above three way. He is explained in the 18 words, in which the first 6 are denying all this. Jagar Swapna Sushupti Purushas. इन द नेक्स्ट 6 में उनके अंदर जो नहीं रहने वाले क्वालिटीज बताए. लास्ट 6 में व्हाट एग्जैक्टली इज इन स्वरूप रूपेण इट इज सेट. सो नांत प्रज्ञा न वैश प्रज्ञा न वैध प्रज्ञा न प्रज्ञानगणम न प्रज्ञा न अप्रज्ञा. देन ही कैनॉट बी कॉट विथ उपाधिज एटसेट्रा. अदृष्टम अव्यवहार्यम अग्राह्यम अलक्षणम अचिंत्यम अव्यपदेश्यम. बट हाउ टू रिकॉग्नाइज इन हिम? एकात्म्य प्रत्यवसारम. ही इज द वन कॉमन denominator in and through everything. Prapancha Upashamam. When the whole Prapancha Jagra Sapna Sushupti Upashaman karoge, so you will realize him. Shantam. He is such an infinite peace that there is no other thing in him other than him to disturb him. Shantam Shivam. It is most auspicious. Advaitam, it's one without second. That is the Chaturtham. That is the fourth Atma. Saha Atma, that is the real Atma. बाकी सब उसको superimposed है. Savigneya. He is to be known. Like there are 200 chairs and tables, furniture. There are so many, but the common thing in all of them is the wood, if it wooden chairs or the plastic. On one plastic, so many chairs, tables, stools are superimposed. Superimposed means what? Giving name and form, that's it. And making a vyavharika use. And when you make a chair or table out of the wood and use it for sitting and doing your desk work, doesn't mean that the wood is not there in it. Wood is always there. Wood is the substratum. These three are superimposed. So too, the Turiya Atma is substratum, the Jagra Sapna Sushupti Purushas are superimposed on him. So we started listening to it now. We think, we study more and more, contemplate more and more, like the science. It's not just developing overnight by a superficial thinking. No, what a scientist's mind, intellect, so sharp and subtle in going into the deep details of the thing which is researching. है ना, कोई एक एंटीबायोटिक डिस्कवर करना है तो वॉट एवर दैट बैक्टीरिया इज देयर, पहले उसको पूरा पढ़ना पड़ता है, उसके द्वारा क्या क्या रोग होता है पढ़ना पड़ता है, फिर उसको मारने के लिए क्या दवा होना पड़ता है, फिर वो दवा ह्यूमन बीइंग में डालने से क्या साइड इफेक्ट्स होता है देखना. तो दवा भी पॉइजन है. व्हेन इट इज किलिंग द बैक्टीरिया इट विल किल द ह्यूमन बीइंग आल्सो. therefore it should kill bacteria but not the human being. Therefore in what dose it has to be given, pediatric dose, the youngster dose, middle aged dose, the one who has got other complication उनके लिए उसको कहना देना है कि नहीं देना, what should be supplemented with it, isn't it? If it's a pregnant woman, what should be given, should be given or not. See, one scientist to invent one medicine, it takes 3 or 4 years. Then only that medical association of international, they will see all the studies, researchers, then they permit to release it as a consumable drug. इसी तरह everything, a car or a two-wheeler comes on the road newly launched, how much of scientific investigation and R&D must have gone, research and development में. In the same way, in spirituality, when it is said there is a Turiya Atma, which is substratum, all the three are superimposed, you have to do a scientist like of inner research. That inner research is called the inquiry, vicharana, contemplation, the manana, chintana, dhyana. And like the scientist fails 1,000 times and 1,001th time he succeeds, the inner scientist, the spiritual sadhaka also 1,000 times will fail. Because the truth is more subtler than the scientific discoveries. It is not objective, it is subjective. It is not available to any instruments. It has no other parameters to measure it. Only some words are given, you have to contemplate on them. The most difficult is what? The familiar world of waking, dream, deep sleep, and all its comforts, etc. We have to give up them. Then only you can reach it. कौन करेगा वो बताओ. इसलिए सुनने वाले बहुत कम होते हैं. सुनने हजारों में कोई ना कोई कुछ ही ट्राई करने वाले 10-20 में एक आध ही they continuously do. Among them, each of them will in their own time of maturity, if they don't give up, they achieve it. Today, okay, after that portion was seen, three Purushas and then Turiya Atma is told, then we are told the Omkara Upasana, by which we merge the Jagra Sapna Sushupti in Akara Karmakara, I in U, in Mama, in Amatra, Amatra is the Atma. So we told you yesterday two things. Entire Jagrata Avastha of the Purusha is merged in Akara of the Omkara. Swapna Avastha of the Purusha is merged in the Ukara of the Omkara. Then today the third one we'll see. The जीव का पुरुष का आत्मा का जो तृतीय पाद है, which is called as सुषुप्ति अवस्था, who is called as प्राज्ञ, which already discussed, उनको मात्रा में मर्ज करना. Therefore the three अवस्थाs are transcended. What is there with us is आउ and मा. तो मा उसमें क्या करना है फिर? आ को ऊ में, ऊ को मा में, मा को साइलेंस में मर्ज करना. In that silence you will realize the self. No, these all things when you do it you will know it. नो कैसा होता है पैरा जंपिंग या करो तो पता चलता है. हाउ कैन इट यू कैन हैव द व्हाट यू कॉल स्कूबा डाइविंग इन द वाटर एंड गो इनसाइड एंड लुक एट द बॉटम. अरे साइंस हैज डिस्कवर्ड यार, तू फॉलो कर तो होएगा वो. स्पिरिचुअल साइंस हैव डिस्कवर्ड ऑल दिस, यू फॉलो देम विदाउट डूइंग सो. नहीं है मैं विलो नहीं करता, मैं करूंगा नहीं तो मिलेगा नहीं वो. ओके, देयर ऑल इंट्रोडक्शंस टू यू दीस सब्जेक्ट्स. यू नीड टू स्पेंड लाइव्स टुगेदर. मैं कोशिश कर रहा हूँ इस ज़िंदगी में थोड़ा, अगले में थोड़ा-थोड़ा 10-12 लाइफ्स में मुझे कुछ-कुछ 5% शायद समझ में आएगा. आई बिलीव सो. नॉट बिकॉज़ आई एम डूइंग इट, बाय गॉड्स ग्रेस, गुरु's कृपा. आई एम रिक्वेस्टिंग देम, बेगिंग देम एवरी डे देयरफॉर on the strength of their anugraha. Now third one, what is that? Sushupta sthanah prajnah. See, the prajna who is in Sushupti The third path of the Atma is Makaraha, Tritiya Matra. Is third Matra Ma of the Omkar. Why do you compare them? Mitehe apitehe va. Mitehe apitehe means what? In these three avasthas of Purusha, the Nidra avastha concludes both of them. And consumes both of them. Miti means stops them. Apiti means consumes them. So too in the Ucharana, A and U and Ma, in तीनों में when you say Om, that Ma matra is limiting A and U. उसके बाद आप A U नहीं बोलोगे. So too A and U are consumed by the These two are the samyatas are there. Therefore, we are telling you to merge the entire Sushupti Avastha in the Makara Matra, only by Bhavana. Like he is my friend, it's only a Bhavana, other is only a human being. He is my Lord Ganapati, it's only a Bhavana, other is a stone only. It's all Bhavana only, no? So to whole world is my own Bhagwan Rama Rupa. It's a Bhavana, but it helps. So here also, Jagrata Avastha is Akara, Swapna Avastha is Ukara, Sushupti Avastha is Makara. कर करके इन तीनों को इसमें मर्ज कर लेना, प्रैक्टिस करना होता है वो. Then in that person's sadhaka's mind, other than amatra, umatra, mamatra, the jagrata avastha with its triputi of known knowledge, swapna avastha with its triputi, sushupta avastha with its ignorance, they are not there. Is only in a, u, ma, matra. In that now you will merge a in u in ma, ma and amatra. दैट विल बी tomorrow's मंत्र. कल मैं उसको आपको बता देता हूँ. ओके, यहाँ इतना रोक देते. सुषुप्तस्थानः प्राज्ञः, सुषुप्तस्थानः प्राज्ञः, मकारः तृतीया मात्रा, मकारः तृतीया मात्रा, मितेः अपिते वा, मितेः अपिते वा, मिनोति हवा इदगं सर्वं, मिनोति हवा इदगं सर्वं, अपीतिश्च भवति य एवं वेद, अपीतिश्च भवति य एवं वेद. So he becomes the consumer of everything, enjoyer of everything. If one merges the prajna avastha in the mamatra, falashruti of each of these upasanas. Only in between, the final result is we have to reach to the amatra, matra rahita sthiti, jagra swapna sushupti rahita sthiti, turiya atma sthiti. That is our goal. बट बिफोर दैट ऑल्सो एज एन इंसेंटिव आ को आप जागृत अवस्था में मर्ज करो तो 2 रिजल्ट बताए, ऊ को स्वप्न अवस्था में मर्ज करो तो 3 रिजल्ट बताए, म को सुषुप्ति को म अवस्था में मर्ज करो तो 2 रिजल्ट बता रहे. मिनोति वा इदगम सर्वम अपीतिश्च भवति. इदगम सर्वम मिनोति मीन्स व्हाट? ही विल बी एबल टू नो एवरीथिंग. अपीतिश्च भवति, ही विल बी द एंजॉयर ऑफ एवरीथिंग. फर्स्ट में क्या कहा था? आपनोति वै सर्वान् कामान् आदिश्च भवति. He will be the enjoyer of all objects and he will be most respected. Yesterday दूसरा वाला स्वप्न में क्या कहा था? स्वप्नस्थानः तैजसः उकारः द्वितीया मात्रा उत्कर्षात् उभयत्वाद् वा उत्कर्षति ह वै ज्ञानसन्ततिं समानश्च भवति न अस्य ब्रह्मवित् कुले भवति. 3 results are told here. Okay, so this is how it is. So I think we have missed one thing. एक्चुअली कल हमने सिर्फ जागृत अवस्था देखा था, स्वप्न देखा नहीं. मैं स्वप्न में था कि स्वप्न देख लिया है, अब मैं जागृत हो गया हूँ. सो स्वप्नस्थानः तैजसः उकारः द्वितीया मात्रा उत्कर्षात् उभयत्वात् उत्कर्षति ह वै ज्ञानसन्ततिं समानश्च भवति न अस्य अब्रह्ममित् कुले भवति. Sorry friends, I have taken you directly to the third one without doing the second. Second I am telling. Tomorrow again I will repeat before going to the fourth one. What is it? स्वप्नस्थानः तैजसः. स्वप्ने में रहने वाला तैजस आत्मा के दूसरा पाद. And then which is the second matra in the Om Umatra? So Ukarah Dvitiya matra. So this tejas of Swapna should be merged in the Ukara of the Dvitiya matra of the Omkar. Why you should do only this and this? Why not the other? Because Utkarshat Ubhayatvat. So आ के बाद ऊ आता है अक्षरों में उत्कर्ष. जागृत जब डल जाता है तब स्वप्न आता है. दिस इज वन कॉमनैलिटी. उभयत्वाद मीन्स between Jagrat and Sushupti, here the Swapna is there. Between Akara and Makara, the Ukara is there. Because of these two reasons, similarity, you do this one as upasana. Merging the Swapna Avastha in the Ukara Matra. What is the Phala Shruti here? Three things are said. One is Utkarshati Havai. He goes on growing life में. Jnana Santatim. His jnana goes on growing. Samanascha Bhavati. Then he will be समस्थिति में आ जाएगा. Then न अस्य अब्रह्मवित् कुले भवति. In all his contacts, whether the friends, relatives, children, everyone will become spiritually growing person. These are the three results Shruti Mata tells when we do the upasana of merging Swapnavastha, Veshti and Samashti in the Umatra. कोई भी बात, even Pythagoras theorem or any 10 बार सुनो, then you get an idea. कंप्यूटर में भी द लैंग्वेजेस, द सॉफ्टवेयर्स, जस्ट लाइक दैट क्लिक होता है कि आप कितने मेहनत किए आप बच्चे लोग. Engineering, when you join, no, nothing. Only after 1-2 months, that subject you start becoming familiar. Upanishad, Geetha, and all these Shastras also like that. टाइम दो, दिमाग लगाओ, मेहनत करो, आते हैं बात समझ में. बट these are the highest knowledges, therefore the outcome result benefit is greatest. Thank you. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So tomorrow I'll talk to you the fourth one, summarizing the other three. Now Om Ata Shri Goswami Tulsidasa Virachita Shri Ramacharita Manasa Sundarakanda Pancham Sopan. Two mantras I explained to you. Third I'll explain. And if time permits, the first doha will chant. Okay, start. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Shri Janaki Vallabho Vijayate. Shri Ramacharita Manasa Panchama Sopana Sundarakanda Shlokaha. Om Shantam Shashvatam Aprameya Managam Nirvana Shanti Pradam Brahma Shambhu Fanindra Sevya Manisham Vedanta Vedyam Vibhum Ramakyam Jagadishwaram Suragurum Maya Manusyam Harim Vandeham Karunakaram Raghuvaram Bhupala Chudamanim Nanya Spruha Raghupate Hridaye Svadiye Satyam Vadami Cha Bhavan Akhilantaratma Bhaktim Prayachara Gupungava Nirbharam Me Kamadi Dosharahitam Kurumana Sancha अतुलितबलधामं हेमशैलाभदेहं दनुजवनकृशानुं ज्ञानिनामग्रगण्यं सकलगुणनिधानं वानराणामधीशं रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातन्नमामि रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातन्नमामि. First sloka is salutations to Rama. You can salute Rama only when you have beautiful devotion to him. Devotion you will have only when you know his greatness. Therefore, in that first sloka, Ram Bhagavan's greatness is told. Thus, the bhakti has grown. With that, salutations are done. Salutation means all puja, upasana, ityadi. Naturally, when you do upasana, puja, Bhagavan will answer. Then he'll ask question. Beta, kya chahiye Mr. Tulsidas? In the second question, sloka, Tulsidas very clearly, undoubtedly आंसर्स टू भगवान क्वेश्चन. ये हम ऐसा इंटरप्रेट कर रहे हैं कि जब भगवान ने कहा बेटा तुमने मेरा नमस्कार पूजा की, प्रसन्न हो, क्या चाहिए तुम्हें? तुलसीदास जी से भगवान मैं मुंह से कह रहा हूं, मेरे दिल में भी बात हुई है, आप खुद यू गो इन टू माई हार्ट एंड सी व्हाट इज इट अदर देन सिंगल पॉइंटेड डिवोशन एंड सरेंडर टू यू. आई हैव नो स्पृहा, नो डिजायर फॉर एनीथिंग एल्स. And that type of devotion in which devotion is for devotion's sake, devotion is for service sake, devotion is for surrender sake, not for any of the dosha, kamadi dosha. Great shloka it was. You saw the meaning yesterday? Na anya spruha raghupate. Hey raghupate, no other desire. Hrudaye asmadiye, in my heart. Satyam vadami. I am telling you, God promise. You are the God. And if you have a doubt, Bhavan Akhila Antaratma. You are the knower of everybody's heart. You are the one who stay in everybody's heart. So you are knowing in my, you know, you are in my heart. You only look and see. क्या मेरे अंदर कोई दूसरी स्पृहा डिजायर है क्या? न अन्या स्पृहा रघुपते हृदय स्मदीये सत्यम वदामि भवान अखिलांतरात्मा. देन क्या चाहिए? भक्तिम प्रयच्छ. हे रघुपुंगवा, बेस्ट अमंग रघुकुला, गिव मी द भक्ति. कैसी भक्ति? निर्भराम. निर्भरा, भरा हुआ भक्ति, full devotion. Not even little also less is not there. That nirvara bhakti is called total surrender. Bhaktim prayacha raghupungava nirbharam me. And if at all any obstructions are there in me which you observe, because of which you may not give bhakti or I may not receive, that obstructions you remove them. And what are that? Kamadi dosha rahitam kuru manasam. मेरे मन को काम क्रोध लोभ मोह मद मात्सर्य आदि दोष रहित करो. तो free my heart from all impurities and give me the nirbhara bhakti. Because in that alone mukti, I have understood it. Other than that, I have no other spruha, desire, sankalpa from you. So you have learned how, like Tulsidas. Why Tulsidas became saint? Because of this type of heart. And why we are not saint, we only faint and we are only dushta? Because our man mein every type of kama krodha durgunas are there and zero bhakti. He wants 100% bhakti, zero kama krodha. We have 100% kama krodha, zero bhakti. Therefore he is Tulsidas and we are Devdas. फर्क आया समझ में? ये हो गया दूसरा श्लोक. नाउ द थर्ड वन, हनुमान जी का. आज भी थोड़ा, कल भी थोड़ा. Namaskar to Hanuman ji, because Hanuman ji is the hero of this Sundarakanda, where he goes to Lanka and finds Sita ji समाचार and comes back. Again हनुमान जी को भी लास्ट में कहते हैं कि नमामि, salutations. हनुमान जी को. Who is he? All his great qualities, Lakshanas are told. All of them are again the secrets of success, and these all gunas Hanumanji depicts, demonstrates throughout his Lanka Yatra. First, Atulita Baladhamam, an incomparable strength. Nobody's strength is as equal to as Hanuman. उनके समान ही नहीं तो ज्यादा तो हो ही नहीं सकता. Atulita Baladhamam is the abode of infinite strength. Then Hema Shaila Abha Deham. Hema, gold. Shaila, a mountain. Abha, Prakasha, Deham. Whose body is like a mountain, which is golden. So mountain थोड़ा बड़ा भी है शरीर और गोल्ड की तरह शाइनिंग भी है. कहीं स्वर्ण शैलाभ देहम भी कहते हैं. हेमा एंड स्वर्ण बहुत अर्थ है. गोल्ड. तो हेम शैला आभ, आभ मीन्स प्रकाश. हेमा इज गोल्ड, शैला इज पर्वत. सो सोने के पहाड़ के समान कांति वाले. हेम शैलाभ देहम. धनुजवन कृशानु. कृशानु is fire. Vana is the forest. He is a forest fire. To burn away the whole forest. Which forest? Dhanuja. The forest of the Rakshasas, outer and inner. Inner and outer Rakshasa को जलाने वाला ये forest fire है हनुमान जी. Then Jnani Naam Agraganyam. He is a supreme Jnani. Even though he is a Bhakta and Dasa, he has got the greatest of the Jnana, Tattva Jnana, Atma Jnana. Jnani Naam Agraganyam. Then Sakala Guna Nidhanam. He has got all positive guna. There are no dosha in him. Like the कामादि दोष नहीं है, गुण है. कौन से गुण? अभयम सत्व संशुद्धि, 16 चैप्टर गीता. अद्वेष्टा सर्वभूतानाम, 12 चैप्टर गीता. अमानित्व मदम मित्वम, 13 चैप्टर ऑफ गीता. देन प्रजाहतिदा कामान सर्वान पार्थ मनोगतान, 2nd चैप्टर. ये गुण है हनुमान जी में. देन दंभो दर्पो विमानश्च असुर दुर्गुण है ना, दे आर नॉट देयर. सकल गुण निधान. देन वानराणाम अधीशम. Not by post, but by his brightness and brilliance, he is a leader of all the Vanaras. More than that, Raghupati Priya Bhaktam. Both ways. He is a Lord Hanumanji most Priya Ramji se rakhte preti. But Rama also, among all Bhaktas, Hanumanji is most Priya. Tuma mama Priya Bharata hi samabhai. That's why he says. That means he loves Bharata so much. Because in Rama's absence, on Rama's name, he is ruling the kingdom. भरत को हमेशा राम जी याद रखते. लक्ष्मण का ही साथ में नहीं. सो तुम मम प्रिय भरत ही सब भाई. सो सकल गुण निधानम वानराणम रघुपति प्रभक्तम वात जातम, हु इज वायुपुत्र. टू दैट हनुमान जी मैं नमस्कार. Then these 7 8 qualities which are said are the ones you and I as an individual youngsters have to inculcate, because they are the inner powers potentialities which make us work in any of the fields chosen goals successfully. सब सीक्रेट्स हैं सारे सक्सेस के, है ना? अतुलित बल होना है, सोने के पहाड़ के समान होना है, देन ऑल द नेगेटिव गुणों को बर्न करके रखना है, पॉजिटिव गुणों को लाना है, भगवान राम का भक्त होना है, सारा ज्ञान होना है, तभी जाकर जीवन में हम विजय पा सकते. 2 3 more things about this. Tomorrow I'll talk. That's enough today. Even the chanting of the first doha, tomorrow only we'll see. Om Purnamada Om Durjana Sajjano Bhuyat Sajjana Shanti Mapriyat Shanto Muchet Vandebhyam Uktashchanya Vimochet Asato Masad Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurmamritangamaya Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamada Purnameva Shishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Paramarshubhyo Parabrahmane Shruti Matram Tatsat Brahmanamastu. बोल श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय, गीता माता की जय, वेदव्यास भगवान की जय, बोल श्री अथर्वण ऋषि की जय, मंडूक ऋषि की जय, गौड़पाद ऋषि की जय, आदिशंकर ऋषि की जय, मांडूक्य महाशास्त्र की जय, बोलो भाई तुलसीदास महाराज की जय, बोल श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, आंजनेय भगवान की जय, श्री रामचरितमानस महाशास्त्र की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, सतगुरुनाथ महाराज की जय, आज के आनंद की जय, नमः पार्वती मध्य हर महादेव हर सर्व श्री आदिवराज माता की, समस्त श्रोता भक्ताल सेवका उपासक जिज्ञास धर्म संस्थापक मुमुक्षु भक्तगण की जय, भारत माता की जय, सनातन धर्म की जय, वैदिक हिंदू संस्कृति की जय, अध्यात्म जीवन विधान की जय, समस्त युवा मंडली की जय, भारत माता की जय. टुमारो इज 15 अगस्त, है ना? इंडिपेंडेंस डे 77th. The true independence is when we really know the glory of Bharat Mata, the Sanatana Dharma, then we live up to it. It is inner independence. Otherwise, outside we are independent, but inside we are slave only still. Then it is not a true independent Bharat Mata, nor we the Hindus are freed. Only through Jnana Bhakti Dharma that we are really free, independent, liberated. That's what Bharat Mata, that's what Sanatana Dharma. What is the physical bhubhaga? Though you got freedom from Britishers, the inside still we are slaves only. We are slave to our senses, body, mind. We are the darpok people, afraid of the government, constitution, and other third class fellows. Where is the freedom to us, the Indians, the Hindus, the Sanatan Dharmis? The real freedom we have to really gain. Jnana alone gives freedom. Bhakti alone gives freedom. Dharma alone gives freedom. Seva alone gives freedom. Punya alone gives freedom. Tapasya alone gives freedom. Yoga alone gives freedom. Sadgunas alone gives the freedom. Think about it. Yes, बेटा, कल मिलते हैं.